Namaskar. Good morning to all of you. On behalf of the Embassy of India in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia, I welcome to all of you on this online yoga session. Today's theme will be obesity. What are the symptoms of obesity, what are the causes, what is the yogic diagnosis. So we will take up all this. So to start with, kindly sit in Sukhasana or Ardha Padmasana or Purna Padmasana, full lotus, whatever is convenient to you. Spine and head straight, eyes gently closed. Sit in Gyan Mudra, index finger and thumb together, resting on the knees. We will do humming 3 times. Inhale deeply. Gently open your eyes. Let us understand and know what is the obesity, what are the symptoms. When you have overweight beyond the standard range, then it is a symptom of obesity. And what are the complications? You feel lethargy, you feel low in energy level, and apart from that there are certain other complications like you tend to have hypertension, diabetes, and various other problems like knee joint pain in early stage, arthritis because unknowingly, unconsciously you are carrying the extra weight always. So that puts load on the knee joints. So it's better to be in the range of weight whatever is prescribed to you. So apart, we will practice yoga asanas and yoga exercises and pranayam also. But in addition to this, there is a implication of fooding habits also. Whatever you eat, your obesity is directly proportionate to that. If you eat more heavy things, oily things, which is not digested, so that adds on your weight. And apart from that, it adds on the bad cholesterol also, which deposits in the arteries and veins, and the blood flow becomes very difficult. So that's why there is a hypertension, there is a high blood pressure. So how to control all this? First, we have our simple, soft and more alkaline diet, and whatever we eat, whatever calories we have, we should burn that calories by active life. So we should avoid sedentary lifestyle and follow the active lifestyle and follow yoga for that. So first let us do certain joints exercises. Please place your fingers jointly on the shoulders, combine the elbows, and first shoulders exercise. Inhaling, raise up exhaling back and down, inhaling forward and up, exhaling back and down, inhaling forward, up, exhaling back and down. Now reverse movement, inhaling back and up, exhaling forward and down, inhaling for up, exhaling down, inhaling up, exhaling down. There we will do certain neck exercises also, like the persons who are having double chin. So for them, it is neck flexibility exercise is good because it burns the excess fat around the neck. Apart from that, it helps in curing the spondylitis also. Spondylitis means cervical pain. So for those having cervical pain now, they should not do the forward bending exercises, neck bending. And those who are having backache in asanas when we perform, they should not bend their back forward. So we will be telling in due course. So inhaling, raise your chin up, hold it, feel the impact on your neck muscles and cervical region. Exhaling, head down. For those having cervical issues, they should not bend their head down. Inhaling again, head up. Exhaling, head down. Inhaling, normal. Now inhale and exhaling, turn to right. Gradual movements. Inhaling, come to center. Exhaling, turn to left. Inhaling, come to center. Exhaling, turn to right. Inhaling, come to center. Exhaling, turn to left. Inhaling, come to center. Now this is a vertical movement as well as horizontal movement. Now we will tilt our head towards the right side. Hold your head with the right hand and pull the head right side. This exercise everybody can do. Come back. Now with your left hand, pull the head towards the left side. Come back. Now rotation. In case those are having cervical, they should not rotate the full head. They should rotate only the back, like this, back, half circle. Exhaling, head down. Rotate the head clockwise. Slow, gradual movements. Anti-clockwise. Come back. These are the neck muscles flexibility exercises. Now we will perform neck muscles strengthening exercises. Make a grip and put it on your forehead. Push your head forward. Come back. Place your grip behind the head and push your head backward. Come back. Place your right hand on right side. Push your head right side. Come back. Place your left hand on left side. Push your head left side. come back. Now place your hands below the jaw, push your jaw upward. This gives a natural traction, natural yogic traction to your neck vertebrae and neck muscles. Come back. Place your fist, both the fists below, between the chin and the neck pit, and push your chin downward. Come back. These are the neck muscles, neck exercises. Now we will take up certain asanas in lying down conditions. Lie down on your supine condition, on your back. First is Tadasana. Stretch your arms and legs in opposite direction. Breathe normally. This Tadasana activates all the nadis. We have 72,000 nadis, that means channels, and all channels are activated. Come back. Relax in Shavasana, legs apart, hands apart, and breathe normally. Now we will practice Uttan Padasana, raised feet posture. Combine your legs, place your palms beside your hips, beside your thighs, palms facing down. And now a word of caution, those having backache, they should not raise both the legs. They should do with the one leg, like this. This is for those having backache. Raise the leg for 30 degree, 60 degree, and 90 degree. Hold it. Slowly come down. Similar action is done by other leg. Raise to 30 degree, 60 degree, 90 degree. Hold it with normal breathing. Slowly come down. Now for others, means those who are not having any backache, they should raise their legs 30 degree, hold it, breathe normally. Raise to 45 degree. Breathe normally. Feel the impact on your abdominal region. Raise to 60 degree. And raise to 90 degree. Breathe normally. This activates the fire in your body. We have got 5 elements: earth, fire, water, air, and ether. Means Akash. Come back slowly down. Slowly. Relax in Shavasana. Legs apart, hands apart. A regular practice of Uttan Padasana helps in taking care of your abdominal fat, and it burns the excess calories. But it has to be done gradually and regularly. Now we will practice another important asana, which is called Hast Padottanasana. raised hands and legs posture. Now in the first step, we raise our hands towards the head like in Tadasana, and raise your heels upward. In case of those having backache, they should not raise their heels up, they should keep their heels placed on the mat, and others can raise their heels 2 inches above the surface. And raise your right leg and left hand up. Breathe normally. Keep your toes pointed towards the sky. Knee straight. This is the first step of Hastpadottanasana. After holding as per your endurance, as per your capacity, slowly come down, and don't put your heels on your surface, and raise your left leg and right hand up to the in a 90-degree posture, perpendicular way. You mind it, other heel is lifted. This has beautiful impact on your internal organs of the body, especially the big intestines. Hold it as per your capacity with normal breathing, and slowly come down. Don't put your heel on the mat. And now in the third step, raise both the legs and both hands up to the 90 degree. Hold it. Breathe normally. You can measure your endurance by counting the breaths, because your eyes are closed and you can count your breaths, starting from 5 breaths, 10 breaths, and you can go up to 50 breaths. You should pull your hands and legs upwards as if somebody is pulling. Slowly come down. Very gently place your hands and legs on the mat and come and relax in Shavasana. You will feel that when your legs and hands are raised upward, you will feel that something is melting from your sides. That means excess fat is you have the sensation. Now we will perform wind releasing posture, that is Pavan Muktasana. Combine your legs, hands toward the sides. Now Ardha Padmasana, Ardha Pavan Muktasana. Bend your right knee, hold it, grip it, and pull it towards the chest. And inhale, exhaling, raise your head up and touch your nose with the knee. Breathe. If you are having hypertension, then you should not stop your breath. You should breathe normally with shallow breaths. Slowly come down. Bend your left knee, grip it, and exhaling, raise your head up. Take your nose with to touch with the knee, and your toes are pointed downwards. Slowly, slowly. Come back. Now bend your both the legs. Take your grip, interlock your fingers and grip both the legs. And inhale, exhaling, take your head up, raise your head up and take your nose in between the knees. Slowly, slowly. Come back. Relax in Shavasana. As a counter posture for this wind releasing posture, we will perform fish posture, that is Matsyasana. This is first we will perform in a easy way, then an advanced version of Matsyasana. Place your palms below the waist and raise your head back up like this. Touch your crown, touch your head on the mat. Keep your chest raised. Breathe normally. This is Matsyasana. Slowly, slowly come back. Relax. Now advanced version of Matsyasana. This is done in Padmasana, means you have to apply the lotus posture of the legs. Now raise your head up and place your crown on the ground. You can raise further like this and hold your toes. Breathe normally. Slowly, slowly come back. This is the support of hands. Straighten your neck and open the legs and lie down in Shavasana. Normalize your breath. Now turn one side and get up. This is a sequence of some postures to control our obesity and to be healthy. Of course, there are some other asanas, but these are the especially the lying down condition when your abdominal fat is coming into action. Now we will practice some pranayama. Sit down in Sukhasana or Siddhasana. This Siddhasana means your heel is near to the perineum and another heel comes in between, heel above the heel. This is Siddhasana. And you can practice pranayama in lotus posture, which is the ideal one. Place your palms on the knees in Chin Mudra. First we will perform Kapalabhati, skull shining exercises. In this, we exhale and exhale actively and inhale passively. In between the two strokes, like in between the two strokes, there is a slight gap slight pause. In this pause, you inhale passively. Don't inhale actively. Inhale passively. Very shallow breath will be taken. Okay. And this force and pace has to be medium. But a word of caution for those having cardiac issues or hypertension, they should do with the mild force and mild pace. Okay. So spine erect, head straight, and eyes gently closed. Start Kapalabhati exhalation with medium pace, medium force. Come back. This is a one repetition. You start with a 1 minute practice, having 60 strokes, and then relax for few moments, and again you go for second repetition. So after 4-5 repetitions, you will be able to do about 300-400 Kapalabhati strokes, which is enough for burning our excess calories and active detoxifying our body and mind. And we feel fully energetic after doing yoga and pranayam. Now, soon after the Kapalabhati, it is necessary to perform Anulom Vilom Pranayama. Left hand in Gyan Mudra, right hand in Pranayam Mudra. Bend your first two fingers and with your thumb block your right nostril and inhale through left. Slow, deep, long breath. Block the left nostril, open the right nostril. Exhale through right. Again inhale through right. Exhale through left. Inhale through left. Exhale through right. Inhale through right. Exhale through left. Inhale through left. Exhale through right. Inhale through right. Exhale through left. So this is a sequence of Anulom Vilom Pranayama. Through left, inhale, through right, exhale, and vice versa. It should be done at least for 5 minutes, and you can go up to 10 minutes. It harmonizes the balance in the mind and it cures the hypertension and helps in cardiac issues also. If you are having any headache, insomnia, or any stress, for that reason, this Anulom Vilom is quite helpful. It releases the stress and tension. It calms down, relaxes the mind, calms down the mind. Now, Bhramari Pranayama. Place your first two fingers on your eyes, ring finger below the nose, little finger below the lips, and close your ears with the tip of the thumb. In case you are having no nails, then you can close the ear lid, and inhale deeply and humming 3 times. Come back. Concentrate over your breath. Visualize your body. Feel the sensation and vibrations in your body. Yoga is a healthy way of life. With yoga, we discipline our body and mind. We calms down our mental issues. We normalize our health, regulates our body and mind. Inhale deeply, and we will do humming 3 times. Gently open your eyes. So this is a brief session of yoga. Hope you have enjoyed this session, and we hope you will stay connected. Tomorrow again we will be ready with some different theme. Now we are starting with the therapeutic yoga, means therapeutic aspect of yoga. Today we have taken up the obesity. Tomorrow we will take up the hypertension issues. So please stay connected, and till tomorrow, thank you very much. Namaste.